Episode 8 of Sisters. This is more terribly sure to subscribe. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this episode was a lot of people just trying to force things onto another person. But picking up from where we left off last week, Rich sees Sabrina outside meeting men and he approaches the old man that Sabrina is with. Like he didn't have sex with Penelope. Like, am I missing something here? I'm going to start with Sabrina and I'm going to work my way down. Now, Sabrina also sees Andy at the bar. Of course, Andy is there and Andy is trying to rush Sabrina out the bar because she lied to Karen and Danny to go out and be on the date with the sexy black doctor who delivered Karen babies. But, ha ha ha, Maurice snapped a picture of it and sent it to Sabrina. When will Sabrina finally realize the picture? When will the girls know that Andy lied? We don't know, but apparently, I guess Andy had good intentions. But to stay focused on Sabrina, Sabrina decides to take the old man back to her house. And I'm not gonna lie, if I was a guy, Sabrina would turn me off completely all the way. Sabrina takes the old guy back to her house and she's drunk and then she starts freaking out because she was saying on how real she was. And he touched her hair. I was like, "Is this real?" First off, you older than Sabrina. You know damn well not to ask no black woman no question like that. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? But he was like, he want to make sure he can pull it now. Okay, oh man, a little kinky. He gonna be a sugar daddy. Come to find out, he ain't got no job. He gotta go into retirement. He's basically going back to figure out life at 50, 60 something. But Sabrina ended up calling Maurice and stuff like that because she's freaking out. And then the old man is in her bed and they supposed to be doing a freaky deaky. And she's just laying there. And this is why I say if I was a guy, Sabrina would just turn me off. Like, you see, I'm trying to get up there. Help me get up there. If you ain't gonna help me get up there, then I'm gonna leave. But apparently, the old guy did not leave. Now, let's rewind and go back to Andy trying to kick Sabrina out the bar at first. So Andy meets with this sexy fine doctor and everything. And honestly, that whack ass date. And I feel like it's a whack ass date because Andy lied about where she was going. Now, I like the doctor, but I hope Gary just woke up in the bar. Like, where the hell is Gary? I know I keep dragging it, but where is Gary? We need a little bit of tension going on around here. But later on in Andy's date with the fine black doctor, um, he said he never dated black women. Okay, now that's a problem. He stated why, and he stated what he has received from us as sisters. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care. That's not an excuse. I don't care. But then Andy goes in for the bullet and was like, I need your help building a case against the racist white doctor that was supposed to deliver Karen babies, but he didn't deliver Karen babies. So, Andy, this episode, I feel like it was kind of forced. And that's one thing I'm going to say. That was kind of forced. Sabrina basically was trying to force herself into having fun because she's so heartbroken. But another person we got to talk about when it comes to force. Um, Aaron, not Aaron, but Aaron and Karen. You know, they should have named their baby something with the N inside of it. But the baby was crying, and when the baby was crying, Aaron just wanted Karen to mother. Is that the right word to say? Just wanted her to mother, like, yo, smooth the baby down and stuff like that. And then she's like, get that baby out of here. Like, if the baby crying just was irritating her. And you people that are so obsessed with Karen and Zach, y'all feel like they little moment they had last episode when they were not rehashing, going over their past and stuff like that. Tonight's episode showed that even though she felt a little better after she talked to Zach, she's still not prepared to be a mother. I'm not gonna say ready, I'm gonna say prepared. It's the same thing, but it's not the same thing. But then Aaron come back to her like, yo, I need you to realize that this is our baby and Faith is not that baby. She has a name. I said, look at Aaron checking Karen now. I like that. And I don't know how many times people have to tell Karen, like, Aaron is here for you. Forget other people. How many times is Aaron not even just saying it? You see it, and I get it. It's only been what? All right, it has to been like 4 days already. First of all, no. Is she in the same clothes still? I ain't even paying attention to that. She's in the same clothes from the hospital? I know Danny had got her out that clothes, but you know what? I'm gonna go back and rewatch the episode. But I feel like Aaron is going to crack. Sooner or later, he's going to crack. And I feel like he cracked a little bit on this episode because the same thing, Karen, you didn't feel a little better until you had the conversation with Zach. Yes, you needed it, and yes, it was healthy. But then a few hours later, you turned back down to the Karen you was when you first got out the hospital. I don't know, but I'm on Aaron's side. I like him. Now let's talk about Zatima. Yes, that is Zach and Fatima. Jesus Christ. She tries to talk to Zach, and maybe I'm just a little bit more like Zach. When I'm in a certain mood, you can't force it on me. I don't want to talk. I don't want to eat. None of that. Well, I have BPD, so and other people have mental health issues too, or well, so everybody deals with things differently, and that's one thing I can say about people that is trying to help us. They're trying to make sure that we don't go into that. That's all I'm going to say is that, because I think I would get banned on YouTube if I say one of the other words. But people do want to make sure that we don't go into that mode. But at the same time, some of us, not even some of us, people who don't even have mental health issues, when we're in a mode, just let us come. Don't try to force me to be back to me or force me to be 3% when I'm really one, because it's gonna take me to get back to that full 10, even 9. It's gonna take a while. But first off, um, when the hell did Zach have time to set up a whole entire thing with a midwife? He didn't want to talk to Fatima, nothing like that. She tried everything. She tried to razzle dazzle him with the kutika. She tried to cook for him and everything. Like, no, he's just not in that mode. He's not in that mood. But he had time to have a midwife come over. I'm kind of on Zach's side a little bit. Like, it only been like what 3-4 days since the situation happened, and he don't trust hospitals. A lot of men are like that. It be the men sometimes that be wanting the water birth and stuff like that. Like, I've been noticing that. But to stay on the show, I don't feel like Zach was wrong. I feel like he was wrong because he didn't talk to Fatima about it, and he hasn't been talking to Fatima at all. Now let's get into Fatima. Fatima, she feels some type of way about the midwife or whatever, so she calls Danny. And when she calls Danny, she's talking to Danny about it and everything. This is where the episode turns off. I hate when y'all do that. Zach is coming down the stairs. Just imagine it. She's sitting on a chair. She's talking on the phone. She got her back turned towards the staircase. Imagine it and picture it if you haven't watched it yet. Her back is turned towards the stairs. She's on the phone with Danny. Zach is coming down the stairs and he hears Fatima say, I understand what Karen went through. I don't wish that on nobody. And it's a sad situation. But I was relieved that it was Zach's baby. Episode cut off. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of us, it's a very fucked up thing to say, but a lot of us were happy that Karen didn't have a baby by Zach. I'm gonna say it like that. A lot of us felt that way. And can y'all please stop with the theories? It's not Zach's baby. It's not Aaron's baby either. They did a whole DNA test, y'all. Can y'all please shut up and actually listen? Listen to the things that be going on in the show. I know sometimes the writers drag it out a little bit and stuff like that, but y'all gotta pay attention at the same time. Like, some people are saying, oh, they could have did the DNA test wrong, whatever. Could y'all shut up? Shut up. Shut up. Because Zatima is getting ready to come back on, and Fatima look like she getting ready to pop on that. And I think we only have 2 more episodes left, mid-season finale of Sisters. And the main question is, where is Gary? And this is Maura Tara, and I watch almost everything